Hello, and welcome back to this Tales Through Daybreak Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we did a whole bunch of the free times and finished up the 4 Spriggans here in Edith, but in today's episode we're going to call it a day and do some work with Zin, which I'm sure will lead to some interesting things. Greeting me up with the immovable once my other work was done. Should I head over there now? So anyway, we'll call it a day. We're heading to the 13th. Afterwards, they went to the station to pick up some odds and ends. Then when it came time to return to the office, October 18th, 3:30 p.m. It's a little early. I think we should call it a day. You can head back to the office, Anya. Feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want.
Really? Does this have to do with your conversation with Zabrissa?
It's nothing that important. Oh, and your trial pit is over, Reset. Don't know how long you're planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you.
Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base.
Appreciate it. Anyway, don't stay out too late now, guys.
Oh. Why is he running off all on his own? Do you think we should track him? We should invade his privacy. But aren't you curious, Anya? I mean, yes, but... Rosette, aren't you prying into Van's business too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seems he was going there for the sake of his acquaintance rather than for the personal business. But in truth, I recommend to start spending more time as I please. So I intend to do just that. What? Alright, then we shouldn't leave anyone out. Let's call Aaron.
They're gonna stalk me.
Will you be coming along, Miss Claudel? I don't want to be the only one left out. I really thought you were more mature. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I am still only 20 after all.
Cries in 30. Right.
Alright.
Here we are heading through Tyrell. He's gonna know. Ooh.
What?
We've lost him.
Boom, 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 boom.
This way. He walks like an old man then. And here we are, in a rather seedy looking district. Area C3. Man, big ass bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect it to get stares. Hey there, sorry for calling you in on short notice. How'd you manage to convince the others to let you go? Don't worry about it, I lost him anyways. You think you could give me more of a heads up next time? Those kids will poke their nose in anything once they catch a whiff. Same thing, next time. So, what do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elaine or Clausel done the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they'll probably make me stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're about to meet. Oh, come on. I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. Here we are, in seemingly the Backlight District. The seedy underbelly of Edith. Well, here we are, the place the city's very worst call home. For how long has it been around? It's kind of crazy how much more lively it's gotten in the past few years. No kidding, you wouldn't find it on a map, yet people somehow find their way down here. But you, what criminal, wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone where they can let off all steam as they damn well please? Might be a bit much for your little ones to handle right now, though. Yeah, I hate to do it, but I gotta introduce them to it eventually. Can't stay ignorant of its existence forever when you're in this line of work. True enough. So, my impression of you being a mother and looking out after her chicks wasn't so far off after all, huh? How can it? Where are we going? Well, let's peek at the nearby spars for starters. Watch your back. I know.
Mind if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
Interesting. Well, we do get Vin with us. It seems we're not going to get too far without a fight occurring.
Time for you to focus.
Okay.
Your time's run out. Fine, let's play.
Indeed.
You'll pay for that.
Time for the main event!
And here we go.
Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice.
Your move, kid. You got this. Away with you. You kidding me?
Survival of the fittest out here. And that's how it's done. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know what they're getting into. Goes to show why Tato's still got its rep. It's lost some of its luster from back in the day. Alas, the central dojo closed down 10 years ago after Master Ryuga passed. Now it hangs on by a thread, split between several disparate dojos. Speaking of those, got something on your mind? Remember you like to go visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and again and train with the disciples. Want to take up the mantle and revive it outright? You ever think of doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me, but I don't think I'm cut out to lead the whole school. I can't just shirk my duty as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. Guild really couldn't afford to lose somebody as high up as you, given everything going on right now. Yeah, you flatter me. Can't take all the credit though. You really held your own fight back there. You got a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. Can't tell you're training Kunlan clear as day. Must have a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. Hell of a master is right. He wouldn't waste his talent on a punk ass like me. Can't even repay him for everything he did. You don't say. Could he mean? Let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Marge's medicines. Right, there's going to be a bunch of stuff for us to buy. We'll buy some things.
I'll be seeing you.
Paprika. What a name. A wild ride. So this definitely is the solicitation areas. Quartz and antiques.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
We're going to buy those.
Best come again. Best come again soon.
And some of these are definitely not ones to things, but we'll give this to Ren.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, Ren. Okay. Got an armor shop.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
None of these are going to provide anything good, but there's better armor for everyone, so let's go ahead and purchase that. Because why not? This is where all my money goes. Seemingly. Okay, but I'll sell it back. Hit the other ones back to him. Bam, bam. Oof. What an annoying sight for eyes. Right, armor. Sell those back. We'll get a little bit of our money back, I suppose. So it's not complete end of the world. And we do have some sepith to give.
We await your next visit.
Can I customize anything?
Thank you for coming.
Nothing else I was meant to get here? Not that I could see.
Next visit.
Okay. Yara. Awfully seedy place for you to be.
Let's talk if you've got it. Don't take too long to decide now.
Gabriella's
Come back soon.
stuff. Check here. This might be a place we end up going. A door. Leads outside, but it's locked. Okay. Item.
Love me a sugar rush.
We ranked up to level 7. Nice. Take all of those. Okay, the next round of shops is probably a go-go.
I don't sense any chi. They must not be here. Not this way. Who in the hell are you talking about?
Okay, we seemingly only have one option to go.
Boss is gonna yell at you.
Okay, Bexon's Gambling Bar, and shit, I see who they are. You're shitting me, right? Sorry to hold things up.
How delightful it is to see you, Mr. Arkhide. And you as well, immovable.
Interesting.
You sure took your sweet ass time. Didn't expect Arkhide to be with you though.
I'm just here to do him a favor. Bet I've known if you were coming to see your scumbags like you, I'd have turned him straight down. Come now, no need to be like that. You were in Calvard, so I believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, eh, Walter? Not since Yarmandor, huh? But the hell out of me that we weren't able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Same here. Sure, it's no coincidence I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. I spoke to the two before they showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about these guys. I see now. We're all after our matter, so we're here to trade information. Didn't think I'd chance of gathering this major, who's our imposing friend.
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present. Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
Who are you? That's asking a lot. Though the code and you being part of this group gives me an idea you're affiliated with. To kick this off, it's proving impossible to even learn more about our matter at this point. Heard a report the other day a bracer on an undercover op on them still hasn't come back.
We have been in much the same position ever since the last situation in Langport. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders, the kind meant to serve as an example.
Ugh. They just keep getting worse. We had nothing like that on our end, but there is one guy up top who can't seem to wipe the smile off his face once they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, you know they're real monsters. Sounds to me like we're better off crushing them before they become even more of a headache. This guy, he the one you mentioned a while back?
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
The infamous fourth Anguis. Doesn't quite sit right. Imagine our definitions of crush differ, but at least we know where we stand now. Save our friend keeping his cards to his chest there. Sounds like the CID's up to something too. Still wish I could figure out what their boss is thinking. Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Heard some colorful rumors about him myself. But no, he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him alright in my book.
Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right. But the current president has proven even more receptive towards us. Some of the others are rather fond of him, though that does make him a far more formidable foe during our negotiations.
From our perspective, the guy president's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flipping red flag.
Oh, do not misunderstand. All of our cooperation efforts are in line with your guild's code. Heaven forbid otherwise.
Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkhide, your part's just about to come up.
Walter. It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place. You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
Sounds like a plan.
You saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no. Ain't here to watch two monsters beating the crap out
Who
of...
said you'd watch? You and White Orchid Dragon are joining. Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber. But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkhide and the famed Jin the Immovable.
Well, you should be.
Sorry, Arkhide, but this is just how it's gotta be. We'd lose sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
You damn asshole. Ugh. Okay, we're getting into a fight already. Interesting. And that guy's from the CID. I
I
thought...
shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
I did not pick him as that. I thought he might be a third. Why are you so up first? You're welcome to be in my spot, you know.
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin!
So, 2 of the schools. We've got some pluses here.
Try not to bore me, all right?
Don't hold anything back now, all right?
A chance!
Full boost. Go all on your
Time for the main event!
We're going to do this. Because Zin gets a +2 in a second anyway.
Vandalize! Raid!
Afat Palm Strike.
You ain't seen nothing!
boost gauge limiter
I'm all
unlocked.
fired up.
Oh, is that all you've got?
Activating skill.
All right?
Thundering Kick.
You're crushed! Now we're talking.
No, he's out.
Well done.
That was incredibly easy.
And you still won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
Hold on a sec. This is looking real bad. I gotta scram. I can't move. I fear there is no stopping this. I am honored to bear witness. Get in the middle of them. That's what's gonna...
That is enough.
Oh, of course. Of course it is. Well then, you're...
Kilika! You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do, so I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see. Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Oh, wait a minute! This was all his fault!
Don't give me that. You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
looking more and more like infants from where I'm standing. What a shame. I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. You are forced to be reckoned with, Flying Swallow. It's good to see you too, Spriggan, as season is forcing you into trouble again. As for you, Cal, you sure it's alright for you to be outside of Crossbell after your promotion to president? Worry not, I foisted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. This guy has no shame. Looks like you brought more suspicious folks to the party.
What? You got a problem with us, punk? So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Cone Loan School.
Are you...
Now, Celise. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met. Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Oof, sassy.
Well, even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here. Who knew a battle between the Society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us? But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the Society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more. I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise, Father Leon.
Oh, they growls Ritter.
You're not even trying to hide it.
You are quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
Must have been a hard job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts? You sure can run your mouth dire well, but don't go getting cocky.
Yeah, that's definitely a growls Ritter with that sword.
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
Yeah? With what, Missy? That sword? Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get that damn...
I'm 27.
Huh?
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
Huh. Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine. She hates when people talk about her little baby face and impressively short height.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkhide.
Why me? I have a feeling I know where these two are from.
There he is!
Oh, interesting. Guys?
Van! Wait. Huh?
Sao? What kind of crazy party is this?
Well, if it isn't Aaron. How'd you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my tail.
This is what happens when you only keep people half in the loop.
That's Elaine. I'm Rosette. Elaine, I didn't think you'd wanted down here too.
Isn't she? The one and only Beauty's Blade. But the woman next to her...
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
My apologies. I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. But now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
Well, I was gonna bring you down here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on about keeping them out of danger.
You're going senile. We're used to danger. And besides, I see other kids down here too. I know that you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever.
Sorry for all the trouble that I ended up causing, man. Hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach you about this place, no? Oh, please. Don't start acting like you did nothing wrong.
I'll say, I have some choice words for you to choose in. I think you'll have to discuss your coming here with anyone else. Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well,
Well, fun's over. Had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi. I've done what I came for. Walter.
We will see each other again at some point, even if it's the only other place I can imagine that happening is your prison cell.
Well, kind strangers, if you would excuse us.
Yeah, that's enough, Helos. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you all around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we meet again, though it depends on what A does.
Well, now that the air has calmed down a touch, perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information?
Man, you never change.
He certainly doesn't. Sounds like there's no room for doubt then. Matt has got some other organization working for him.
So it would appear. Their fundraising is at least partly coming from those who funded the racial tension of terrorism of the past, too. That's awful. Ben was telling us about that not long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, racially motivated attacks on those of Eastern and Central Eastern descent were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who trace their origins back to the Old Kingdom. But the situation changed significantly when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbow 4 years ago. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. And as soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. You didn't hear much from them after that. Then the post-war reparations put the entire issue on the back burner. That's not to say they've disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided the ideal cover for them to continue in secret. Now that cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. Well, I don't know about those assholes or Tattooed matter, but if they've got all the fat stacks at their disposal, it explains how they got so big so fast.
Yes, and with that kind of mirror, they could bring people from outside of the fold. Like the group Melchior and the new puppeteer come from. Group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Yakers single-handedly, likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the gardens. Ah, we knew that's where Sharon's from. I'm thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. Few have, even in the criminal underworld. What's the gardens? Some kind of group? They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Almada. Don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We learned of their existence 9 years ago. The modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them first-class education in assassination. Damn, didn't know stuff like that was even real. Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. The organization is divided into several groups called Gardens, which are each led by an overseer. We are aware of the presence at Marduk. Their threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, we have one point believed the most unsolved assassinations were their handiwork. You can imagine the headache when we even had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, the name hasn't cropped up very much over the past years. Not since the overseer of the Garden of Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled.
Wow, we obviously know them. I feel like I've read that story somewhere before. What is it, Van?
Nothing. Anyway, now we know that the group of monsters is working with Almada. Still a mystery how they ended up that way. Same with how they wound up with all that terrorist funding. Maybe a more pressing question is why they're working together.
True. They've got 3 of the worst tiles that exist. Just a matter of working out what hand they're going for.
You're Mahong player too. You're right. We're going to need to focus on that going forward.
Indeed, albeit in our own unique ways, no doubt. Well, I believe we've had enough discussions for one day. It seems clear there are more room for negotiations between us than some other groups going forward. I am most humbled you are including us in that.
Well, I don't know about you again, but Highway has moderates too, like Fan. I'll take it we can include you guys in that too, Arkhide. Guess it goes without saying. We're in the common thread of between all of you. You're just gonna keep using us as bridge between you anyway.
You got that right.
So we should, of course. Stop being so in sync.
I see it didn't take you long to adjust to the life in the capital. I bear that in mind when Lady Ashen is rather worried about you back in Langport. Do you try to exercise your strength in your daily life?
Man, she could stand to chill out a little. You should also be the one checking in on home more often. How's Zin doing, by the way? He's been abroad to Reverie for half a year now, right?
I believe he's doing rather well. He attends a distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends.
Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with the Direwolf. Him and the Direwolf. And I would have figured Rene would handle this kind of thing.
That's right.
The smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, yeah?
He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As to what the case is, you will soon see.
That sure is an ominous way of putting it.
Farewell.
So it seems the church are getting involved. And she's one of the more reasonable ones too. Why can't the CID be staffed by more normal people?
Forgive me for saying this, but you're a fine one to talk. Can't believe you came to this place like this without us.
Kinda pisses me off. If I let you shake me in the first place, but that's in the past now.
So what is this place?
Well, it's called the Blacklight District, and it's the city's unofficial 13th district, and it's dark side. A lawless zone that changes location from time to time. Few cops dare to tread. It's home to criminals of every kind. Good place to get them together, too.
To think that all of this time this place was right under my nose. I feel like Alibi said something about it to me before. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. Looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning. Good spot to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze to get here. Underground coliseum, contraband as far as the eye can see. It's like it was made for me. Well, it's too late to do anything now that you're here. I'm gonna guess a few people started because you had a lane, but now people are getting into scuffles. So let me teach you how to speak in this district's language. We'll take the tour while we do. Keep your eyes peeled, alright? Right. Of course.
I'm down. We're gonna have some things to do. Maron? Did I get too naughty? Indeed. Well, we're obviously gonna speak to
What'll it be?
one of these.
Come again.
He seems rather annoyed that he even has to be with me, so we're gonna make sure we buy things, because now we probably can. I'm gonna be going on a whole bunch of these searches.
I'm so lost. I don't know which way is which anymore.
Here's one of them.
Seriously? No need to fret. I have this area all mapped out.
Hey, gorgeous. What all my stuff is to die for.
Dynamite bar.
See you later, handsome.
Cheers. Right, Wahlburger.
For the grub.
Dynamite cola. No,
Wow, there sure are a lot of bars in this place.
it's just pretty much just bars, isn't
They
it?
are likely the only sources of refuge for the people here.
Okay. Let's make our way up and round. Oh. The Bulls Arena.
Cool! There's a match going on right now!
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
This is where they hold fighting tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Color me intrigued, dude.
That was awesome. It sounds like an amazing place to train.
No, literally anything goes there. Rods, mods, explosives, you name it. It ain't a place to train. It's a straight up blood sport. The organizers even come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters. Even if you survive all the shit they throw at you, it ain't really worth it. Just stick clear, alright?
That's fair. Sounds like you really have to be on your toes.
Pretty decent prize money if you win, though. I'll give them that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here.
Mr. Arkhide, you're not speaking from experience, are you?
Shit ain't my scene. Not anymore, I mean. Looks like they were hard times. The bastard paid for a new truck, and he didn't pay me all the mods like the previous one had.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Next time you decide to enter, let me know I can put my money on you. I ain't setting foot in that cesspit. I'm guessing we can actually do stuff here. This is going to be the betting area. Interesting. Right. Is there a shop down here? I'm guessing there will be an ability to... This will come up at some point. Show no mercy, indeed. This is a rather confusing layout, it must be said.
This is getting hot.
And everyone's getting ready to fight down there. Okay.
Strange posse you're running with.
Back alley door. Talk to Isabel, who we've already spoken to
Specially made.
before as well.
Always be careful when and how much you use.
Okay, not exactly what we wanted there. But good to know that's there. There should be another shop here.
Hey, mister, how about some reading material?
Lindsay's booking
What do you have
goods.
today?
Toast. Proverbs of Justice is another thing we needed to buy.
Thanks for coming.
Let's go ahead and get the white cock and shore. Nice. That door is a door.
I've got some fine wares. Best come again soon.
We need it. We did need to buy that. Chamomile earrings is one thing we need to buy for your girl. Okay.
I'll be seeing you.
I'm sure you will be. I want to make sure I'm buying everything.
Best come again soon.
He's not already got much. Whereas he had the weapon shop.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Sure you do, Gabriella.
Let's talk. Don't take too long to decide. Come back soon.
Ah, here's Hermes. Didn't expect to find you here. Just work at the office, just a breather. You can say that again. Nice. I'm guessing we're going to be doing some stuff with her. She'll come up. We've not really used her that much because she costs so much more than anyone else. Okay, there will be some more shops we're looking for here. That guy's just sneaking. He's gonna mug that dude. Okay.
Boss is gonna yell at you.
Okay.
What'll it come again?
There are more things for us to grab here. But let's go ahead and grab Augment Arts. Sorry. Let's go ahead and give our little connection to Elaine.
Thanks, Van.
Nice. Striking Beauty's Blade. Let's get into some stuff. This is going to happen here. There's going to be some things. Right. Let's fight.
Proceeding to neutralize.
You're in for it now. Fine, let's
like their
play.
spunk.
If we must.
Come on.
Perfect chance.
Have some more. A chance.
Level 38, one of these. Bam.
All you on yet?
Activating skill.
You're open.
Nice.
Go time. There.
I do want to get Rosetta in here involved though.
A chance.
Nice. Bam. Fairly simple. The fights are annoying, but not the end of the world. We get a tear bump from them. I'm sure you guys figured out, but it ain't the kind of place you can visit for fun. There's another story. The rest of you make easy pickings for scumbags and low-lifes hacking it down here. Don't come down here by yourselves. Understood?
I get what you mean. Things can really get dicey around here. But if you bring a buddy along, I bet to make for a fun fight. Ideally, you won't be fighting in the city at all. Still, I didn't realize there were so many people down here.
Pretty spooky when you think about it. This world here is a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with.
It is, but I'm more surprised this all existed right under my nose. At least surprising someone as well to do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. You think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone here just turns a blind eye to it.
I hear you. Black Light's the law of this place. They have their own rules instead. The big one being don't drag innocent civilians into your messes. Most tend to follow, but so they'll leave you alone. Keyword being most. Some of them step out of line like we just saw. Reminds me of Hayway's own code.
Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkhide? You seem to be rather well informed.
I check in from time to time. There's intel down here you can't find anywhere else. And you guys might have noticed, it's a good place to sharpen street smarts.
It's really good what you mean. This got to be your best spot since the whole trip.
Jaeger born and bred, ain't ya? That's one way of putting it. Right.
All my stuff is. See you later, handsome.
So the idea now is exits, but there should be a shop that I'm meant to be going to, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Right, we'll have fun. There's a cough adult store somewhere I would like. So obviously we've seen here. Here's the books.
What do you have today? Thanks for coming.
This is Gabriella's pub.
Best come again soon.
We already got the antique locket. Did I give that out already? I must have. Yes, I did. Okay. And what's here? Sealed off by an enormous barrier. I'm guessing that goes that way.
What will it be?
Camel earrings. Already got those.
I'll be seeing you.
Where's this shop that I want? So there's that one. There's another one. That's Gabrielle's pub. There is one in there that I've not yet seen. Is it up here? Shady shit there. Okay. Gabrielle's pub. Where is it? Ah, I think it's here. This is a nightclub.
Ooh, you look dangerous.
I certainly am. More importantly, you got a bunch of food that I wanted.
I better
Nice.
see you.
Cooking. We'll take all of those.
Again.
Right. I got the cameliers, I got the cookie from Magus Medicines, got the tonics, got the one Lucky Connor's Breakfast Bar, Dynamite Color Wild Burger, Crook Shore, Professor Jazz Bonus Collected Coin, we've all bought them. Nice, okay. Okay, so I think it's time for us to leave. As I do want to try and make some of that toast. My next gourmet skill.
Oh, I just realized we haven't checked any bulletin boards.
Don't sweat, as a rule I don't take forced sprigs from anybody down here.
There are the people here could use some help on there.
Real, nobody down here is exactly innocent, so I can't imagine any of them being able to go to cops or bracers. That's the problem. There's a rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here is a checkered past. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse it. Worst case, I get farmed out as a grunt for some sketchy shit. Not worth it.
Does make sense given Spriggan's reputation for persisting in legal grey areas. You can see how a bad faith actor might exploit them for their own gain. Or how the society would offer little to defend them.
Spriggan already make a point of figuring out those garbage posts to begin with. More than anything, it's just a giant time sink to take vet requests from these parts. It's the biggest reason I don't. As much as some of the folk might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. If somebody has a problem they can't rely on the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it.
That's fun for you.
What can I say? It worked for me so far. Must be doing something right. End of the day, if someone here really wants my services, I'm not completely out of luck. They've got two options. Post a force Spriggan in another part of town, or they can come talk to me. Same as anybody else. Doesn't mean I'll agree to help, but I'll hear them out at least.
That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open.
Don't know why we went French there. Right, let's leave. Leave the Blacklight District and return to the surface. Return. After leaving the district, they made their way to the surface via a different route. October 18th, 5:05. Damn, it's already this late. We're down here for a while.
Connects to the Riverside District too. Feels like waking up from a dream.
Guess it was all a bit too much for a kid. Speaking of kids, seems like that boy we ran into was the son of a Jaeger.
I really liked it down there. Shady criminals excluded. It's like a conflict could break out at any second. A perfect place for training.
Not this again.
At least I haven't fully descended into anarchy, even if the rules were somewhat lax. Seems a good place to procure goods and materials you can't get on the surface.
Don't want anyone getting hooked on the place, but use it when you need to. Just follow the rules. That goes for you in particular, Aaron.
Ah. You okay, Anya? You're awfully quiet. No, I'm perfectly fine. It's just a lot to take in. Feeling a bit of a culture shock, I suppose.
Can hardly blame you.
I probably making you feel even worse how carried away I was getting. You don't need to feel responsible, Fairy. It's just, I've got something else on my mind too.
Just kind of feel like something's been eating at you. Worried about things at school?
Yes, actually, there's a major opportunity coming up I was considering opting into, but I think I've decided against it. There's nothing more than you can teach me that I haven't learned already, after all.
Oh. Oh.
Our information did not lead us astray, I see.
Ah. Get in.
It's good to see you all, my friends.
That it is.
Your Highness, Najee.
Talk about showing up unexpected. This is where the chief was talking about.
Correct. His Highness and I have something to discuss with you. Please, climb in.
Where we going? Where we going? Also, Najee, Najee being the driver doesn't make sense.
It's so spacious in here.
There's an E2S stretch limo, right? Hell of a luxury.
Right smooth as a baby's ass.
Still room to move up in the world, huh? The suspension systems in a luxury vehicle like this versus my pickup are totally different things. Speaking of which, I take it you like the part I sent you. You ordered in special order to ensure it didn't clash with the aesthetic of your truck. Well, I kind of sells it. It's a thing of beauty. Even if the ulterior motive behind it sending it wasn't just in my head.
I'm so glad to see you're both looking well. Thank you. My apologies again for the trouble we caused.
We weren't expecting to see you all again so soon either. But we're already in here for a visit with the president, so the timing happened to line up.
What? Oh, it's the Grimhardt guy.
Didn't see anything about a meeting on the news. Some kind of secret talks? You didn't concern yourself with the details that are on a need-to-know basis. Well, we're living in crazy times. No doubt there's plenty for our leaders to be talking about. Much as it bugs me, you clearly got something besides that you want to dump on us.
Oh, I think I see what's going on now.
I'm sure you do. We invited you here in the hopes of hiring you. This is a joint request from Elsheim and the CID.
That's quite the pair.
I'm committing to nothing. Keep going.
The short of it is, we'd like you to go on another trip for us, to the home of the Verne Company, the city of Basel in the southwest.
Interesting.
That's Calvard, the biggest ordnance manufacturer. It sounds like a big one.
It sounds like a big one.
Take a look at the screen.
Ooh. Bing, bing, bing.
Basel is an industrial city that is home to both the Verne Group's HQ and the Basel Institute of Science. Its artisanal district dates back to the Middle Ages, and it is surrounded by an abundance of nature. Our problem is that as of late, the city's orbital network has become unstable. In addition, suspicious individuals have been sighted leaving and entering the city.
Don't tell me it's...
I know what you're thinking, but we can't assume until we have all the facts, of which we have very little. Under normal circumstances, we would be well informed of the situation, as our country has deep ties with the Institute. Unfortunately, its director, who also happens to be Verne's CEO, is notably unforthcoming as of late.
That's strange. Isn't your country one of Verne's largest shareholders?
Yes, it is. We're not principal shareholders, but we still wield considerable influence over the company. Yet in spite of that fact, the CEO has been emphatically vague in response to our questions. We suspect he's merely buying time. For what, though, I do not know, but his sudden shift in behavior indicates he's hiding something. Hence my request to you. You're not gonna give me much work with here. If you're looking for technical experts, you've come to the wrong place.
Oh, I beg to differ.
After all, one of Marduk's very own concierges is in your employ. Also, little birdie told me you're testing some revolutionary new technology at present.
You mean the Simu thingy? Undergoing testing, but we plan to reveal it to the public eventually.
Good to hear it. I'll most certainly be looking forward to it. Anyway, if we took our request to the guild, it'll land at the bottom of their list priorities, given that no civilian casualties have occurred. And much like the police, they're as wary as a fox at these sort of mysteries. Right, if you're on the job, we can deal with any problems you'd rather keep away from the public eye. Conditions are fair, but you better be willing to pay top mirror for our services or you can count us out. Oh, you needn't worry there. If anything, that makes you more trustworthy in my book. Is that a fact?
I think we should definitely consider taking this one, especially if our matter's involved. If possible, I'd like one thing before we agree to take this one. What's CID's connection? You haven't been up front.
Oh, ever the sharp one.
Vern and the Institute are currently part of the two national projects. One of them is for making the Silver Standard available to the general public, both at home and abroad. The technology is a national secret, so our involvement would be no surprise.
Makes sense.
Gotta stay on top of any leaks and scandals so they don't slip through the cracks. What about the other project? Classified.
Come on.
Bill.
Even I don't know the specifics there, so I'm in the same boat as you all. I did try pressing the president for details, but he simply wouldn't budge. Apologies. That's more the reason why I cannot divulge any information on the project. The point is, there are many reasons for our involvement.
Sounds fishy as hell, but whatever, get on with it.
As you wish. The issue of the Silver Standard's funding sources also needs to be addressed, and I will delegate that task to your group's chief and concierge.
Huh? What do you mean?
Since when did you become my boss? Fine, I'll explain. Zephyr began as Vern's 6th generation combat armament is common knowledge at this point. There's little known about the project's humble beginnings. Got a massive capital injection from an interested party. And that party just happens to be
the Valis Investment Bank, which just so happens is the largest shareholder of Marduk, my employer.
I see. Sure feels like I'm hearing this name Valis a lot lately.
The city-state?
Correct. It's a giant port city in the Central East. It may not have much land, but through trade in the South Sea, its people have amassed a great fortune, which they are investing all over the continent. They're both our allies and our competitors. The Valet Investment Bank is owned by them.
So you're trying to drag our asses in a Central Eastern turf war,
so we'll all be all your ears and eyes.
Well, I guess it could be sitting in their own spies, especially state-level secrets up for grabs. In short, you want us to investigate the highly complex situation of a neutral standpoint to get the bottom of what's happening there. Does that sum it up?
I'll give you 85 for the answer. In the event the Valis attempts to interfere, we would also like you to act as a mediator. You got all things mapped out.
Mediation is not one of our specialities, unfortunately, so I'm not certain if we are the best option for that.
On the contrary, I think you're all the safest bet on that front. Should you all take our request, you will stay in Basel for 3 days. I'm sure you'll be other 4 Spriggans you can juggle at the same time. We can't expect you to leave at once, but it would be best if you departed within the next few days.
Wait.
Alright, we'll give it some thought when we get back. Can't make any promises. I understand, of course. We won't be out of our options if you refuse. The CRD never puts all of its eggs in one basket. Regardless, everything we've told you is strictly confidential.
No, I think a rather unexpected issue might work in our favor here.
Nice. Oh, very interesting. After that, Prince Druid and Kincaid saw them back to their office. Once they arrived, they enjoyed dinner at Montmartre before gathering to discuss the Crown Prince's request. Take it you ain't heard a thing about all this from your own company?
I'm naturally aware of the plans to make Zephyr Standard available, but not about problems in Basel. If A is really involved, I would be expected to have been already informed.
Gotcha. Doesn't sound like something that'll take us 3 days either way. If we're looking into things at Vern and the Institute, we're gonna need to work mostly weekdays.
That would mean Anye. Actually, the timing is perfect. You see,
Wow, high school sounds really fun. Trust the big schools in the capital will best out fancy trips. Armis is about his students thinking for themselves, so something like this makes sense. But you'd have to reports to write for days about it, too.
Some of my friends who came here the other day are considering Basel. I was interested in going myself, but I wasn't sure whether or not it was the best decision. We would be leaving next Thursday for 3 days, so timing matches up. It's almost as if I wants this to happen. Not that I think my personal circumstances should push us into taking this one.
Of course. But that goes both ways. You're a student first, so don't go forcing your decision to line up with our job. And even if we do end up in the same general place, your studies might mean we don't have to see each other.
I suppose that's true, but that kind of hurts.
Huh? Well, it's coming from the guy who always decides where to go based on who'll shove dessert down his throat.
Speaking of which, how are we going to find the embezzle in that front?
Excellent question. A big tart called the Androgen is probably the most famous. It's made of walnuts, honey, walnut honey nougat, and has a simple but mellow taste that's just...
I suppose Van's right. I need to make up my own mind before what I do. Otherwise my great-grandfather would never, or my dad, or... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to concern you. Not at all. I don't think anyone could blame you for feeling conflicted. But should you end up going to the same place, rest assured I will do all I can to support you. She's way too perceptive. Thank you, but why?
It's glowing. No way. All right.
I'll speak to your friends at school tomorrow. If you could work under the assumption we'll be going and prepare accordingly.
Got it, but...
Don't forget I'm a student first and foremost, right? I won't. I'll make this work so I can handle my obligations properly, both here and at school. Well, good night.
Yeah, night. I guess we'll be leaving next Thursday, same day as Armis. Rennie and the Prince just dumped this on us, so they can't wait until tomorrow for an answer. She's sure looking brighter than when I met her, though. I wonder how much she's got weighing on her. I'm sure she's got a lot of work to go through. I'll look out for her the best I can, being her boss and all. That sure was a day. Guess I'll go for a walk to wind down before bed.
Now, how about some more music?
That we certainly will, but we've got some things we want to do first. Namely, some full Spriggans and some free times. Okay, so... we're gonna go to the cinema. El Cinemare. So, bam. Where is it? Go to Tyrell Espirite Cinema.
Taking off now.
And we're gonna go watch Wolves Requiem. Got about directors can't have complaints.
Thank you for your visit today.
However, let's watch. Can I get you tickets or something?
Will soon begin.
That's already leaving. This, however, is not.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
So I think this is the one I should be watching. It is. Okay. Wolves Requiem, purchase. Let's go grab a seat. A young officer of the law is hot on the heels of a gang he wants to try has ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they are saddled with her insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl. He begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fire's raid, Ron rushes into the hideout and engages in the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted a quivering hand up and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
This is Nina, right?
Ron, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Interesting. Is that Van I see? Ah, Hazen, didn't realize you were here. Time's the only time I get off to myself. He filled me in on everything that happened with the film festival. So I learned about the movie and it winning the first Leon d'Or. I saw they were doing reruns and I couldn't pass up. Makes sense, it won the award for a damn good reason. Probably the best movie released this year, a real masterpiece. Not to mention Nina Feenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actress and Actor on top of that. I see why, it was great, lots of macho action and just a bunch of romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I love it. It's impressive how gritty it manages to depict the conflict between the police and the gang while being so entertaining. Makes me want to follow Leslie Lant's work and see where else he puts out. Can't say I blame you, Press loves him just as much as the movie nerds. To imagine he's knee-deep in this next film by now. Looking forward to checking out as a fan when it's out. There we go. Obviously going to purchase the, looks like they're selling commemorative things. We're obviously going to purchase this one. Nice. And we've got some free times and some events to do, so let's head and do the Station Street stuff first. Okay, so did actually seemingly choose the wrong free time events. I found a better list to help me out, but we speak to these guys. The hell you mean? What you gonna think they are? Shown done us nothing. Get away, his pride's on the line. Seconded. What's going on here? There's going to be a van. Guess I could let you know. I believe it's going to be a street race. So, let's go ahead and get involved. Enjoy a sweet ride them. Time to see who we're dealing with. They call themselves the High Bloods. There's 4 of them from Wisteria. So, we're going to have to fast and curious all of these. He's got a modded car. That sucks. Top Rat's being a dick. There's another guy even more reckless of drivers. His name's Damien. He starts himself as their main fighter. Okay, he's all cocky, taunting us with his bike because he can take it tight to turns. Thinks he's better than us car drivers. Tried to talk to Lucio directly. If you want to leave, you'll have to beat us in a race. Guess timing is good, you could say that. There's 4 of them. But not leads them outright. So wish us luck. I don't want to sit back and let a bunch of assholes wreck Edith. Lend them a hand, we'll of course say yes. You mind if I join? Appreciate the sentiment. I want to teach him a lesson. Okay, that's what we like to hear. So we're probably going to have to do the old Dear and Damien. I'm no biker, but I'm going to have to help out there. Now back on my bike. We're going to ask Hermes to do it with us. So that's what's going to happen. Gathered here. Hermes, you come in, got some free time. Not for today, but I guess I do. Racing to teach him a lesson. Could he help with the bike skills? Are you up for it? Sure, I'll join your team. Teach a naughty rider how to behave. Now feels like we have a fighting chance. Let's get going. Ready whenever you are. Let's roll.
Okay, time to get to work.
Is that the meeting spot? Looks like they've just arrived. Here are the dudes. Looks like a hell of a ride. This isn't going to be an easy race. We're west side storing it. So decorize those 2. That's our bike and the car's ours. He's trying to make it fun for us. So don't say that again. Danny's got us all fired up. I mean, we literally beat the Z1 rider. I heard about a few years back. Heard you were nothing but a pampered rich kids. There we go. Some specific reason for inheriting the name. Why don't gamble? It's vulnerability. We identify how valued chosen bloodlines give them power and wealth. There we go. They're from Octarion. Was the boss during the Calvardian Revolution. Now comes the royal capital. Gone by then. How dare you? It's fine. Commoners have never good to understand me. So they're high and mighty. The nice sort of the drivers. You got a lot of nerve. Can we just race, please? Getting all worked up. Half-assed custom rides. You got no money to spend on. Big mouth, such a little brat. True worth of the rides. Get ready, high birds. Drivers of the race. Let's drive. Okay, so we're gonna have options. Okay, let's decide who races who. I know I can't promise you won't lose. I cut the spoiled brand down to size. Think I'll do a scenario of how it operates. There we go. Please don't get hurt. We're going to beat those high bloods. Certainly are. So, everyone got their cars, went to race. First up against Jennifer's Leno sedan. Had the edge of traction, she used to love turning in it. However, vehicle, like the horsepower required, which boasted the roaring engine, ultimately led to their victory. For the next race, Graham steps to the plate, ready to avenge Jennifer. This Scott's race will both be neck from start to finish. Graham's powerful traction allowed him to emerge victorious. Nice. So this is the decider. We're one right now, don't have this in the bag. That makes sense, all exciting. You stole my line. Look at her go. Speed acceleration not bad. Oh. He's no amateur, still these guys are freaking crazy. You got dingy little bike, that's all I've got. I need to make sure I don't press the wrong thing. Make him think I've given up and speed right past him, or I can rev right now and punch it. We're going to slow down. And we win. We'll take that, of course. Was that turbocharger? Something along those lines. Get everyone out of the car to reduce the weight. Israel has already done all those. So we're going to have an option. There's some more cars on the road. Using the turbocharger is way too risky. This is, I mean, it's risky anyway. I'd have to check up a sleeve. This clearly got nothing. What a disappointment. We're approaching the point where the traffic from inside joins the expressway. Maybe I could. Indeed. Someone's got to take out yesterday's garbage. Infernal trucks on the expressway at night. What? Your lack of knowledge about the area is coming to haunt you, bud. Certainly is. He's got skill, futile, and a scrap. We're going to obviously prioritise safety, because horse won the hare race. Can't risk hurting anyone. He's going to go, but then he's going to crash. So what's going to happen? It's too dangerous. Bam. Whoa. And we're going to overtake him here. There we go. Try to warn you, dumbass. As we should have won. Nice. And that's that. The race goes to us. There we go. At least we could come after you. Close shaves, all of that shit. Peak racing. If only gone faster. You guys, fine. As we promised, we'll come nowhere near the castle. And we'll do the repair costs. It shall be overwhelming defeat next time. I'm sure it will be. We'll take the win. Who do you reckon Hermes is? I'm guessing it's going to be someone we know. With black hair like that, it might be Kilika or it might be Elise. All grown up. The orbital bike skill is useful. Or Angelica? No.
That takes care of that.
Nice.
Looks good to me.
And 2 SP. Whole bunch of money and great and plus up. Are we finally going to get a rank up on one of these? No. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. Right. All good. And here we are inside of here. Right. Let's go to Old Town. Arkhide Solutions. We're not going to end it here. But what we are going to do is just report in some Spriggans. We're going to prepare food, first and foremost. Cook the wild croque monsieur.
It would be my pleasure.
Bam. So we get that.
Please, help yourself.
And then I want to report in my requests, please. Use combat thing. No. SP report.
Those are impressive results.
Oh, 91. Gosh darn. Right. Then from here, we'll go to our system. To-do list. Race in the capital. So we have 3 of these. A secret meeting. Right, what am I being told to do? So I should have done Judith in one of the last ones. That's what I'm learning. But I've done it wrong. Gosh darn. Okay, so I need to figure out which ones to do. So Nina, a rumored trooper photo, we can't get her one full anyway, so it's kind of pointless. So we're going to go for these ones. So, Sherrod. And then over here is Sarid. My thanks for coming out here. It's been a few hours. Thank you for answering my call. What are you hiding? We even want bodyguard. I managed to lose them for a moment. So, shall we be off? Let's show on the night as men. Kind of regretting this. I don't trust Sarid at all. Calvard's field culture is truly impressive. Ordinary people at places like this. We really must work further to spread into Eslam. Do you not agree? Yeah, I have a meeting with Calvardian businessmen tomorrow. I suppose you're right. Let's return to our hotel. And he's going to run. Run. Nice. She's going to come and kick Van's butt. So, it's okay for you to sit down like that. It's up to you. Given the situation, obviously dare say, I mean, Riverside's a nice place. No, there's no one better for this role. I think this is a symbol of my trust. It's just what I hope for. Might a few places I was hoping to visit, and that would be the Blue Scorcher Live House, which is a music venue. Rock and roll people have been talking about, indeed. He's plainly been a sheltered man. I'm guessing we're going to end up at a seedy nightclub. Hierarchy haves and haves nots. Why don't you go back to looking down at peasants on your penthouse? He's harmless. Tree around if you look the other way. Well, this is going as smoothly as I'd hoped. Not. More entertainment, bathhouse to wash off all the sweat, of course. 'Cause that's the other thing we do. This is great. How vast feel of them compared to your average human. I suppose what it takes to win such a broad support amongst the people. He's talking about the thing. Forced to be reckoned with, that's sure. I know he's up to something with Ren. That's right, her age bellies and her intellect, her mind is quite sharp. Fortunately, her tongue is far sharper. She's always feels the need to get her words in edgeways. She and my father, the Grand Prince, have both lofty expectations for me. There we go. Are we going to meet your sisters? Standing on the powers of Mori's great powers. This was the plan anyway. Feel free to stop let me thinking. What would you do if he was in my shoes? Claudel knows him too. She told me a bit about him when they were in Farbad. He's quite the guy. I caught wind of a lot when he came through work 2 years ago. The very same. He travelled to the continent for a young age, advocating harmony between nations. Had a pleasure meeting him once before. Everyone loves Olivert. And that's why I've been chasing this whole time. to follow his example. No offense, you kind of caught me off guard. Didn't realize you were going to have deep thoughts. Start living your own life. Elaborate. At the end of the day, you can't always live in his shadow. You're the one who chose to live your life. As we get Middle Eastern Arabic Olivet. With less of the bisexuality. I'm just an outcast, maybe I shouldn't have stock in what I say. So live a richer life than I thought. There we go. Interesting. And then Najee is going to be back here. Did you have a nice bath, Your Highness? I've come to pick you up. You finally found me, knowing that I'm leaning towards the latter. Definitely found it strange somehow managed to shake off Zamura's fearsome bodyguard. I hope you didn't get into trouble. She's always a few steps ahead of me. Thank you, Van. I learnt a lot during our rendezvous. As though I've peered a little more into those unknowable depths of yours. As a friend who can talk out all these stuffs, so interesting. I don't think I trust him at all, to be honest. I know I don't trust him.
One of these days, you'll have to come to Elsine. My sister and I would gladly welcome you.
A growing prince, and we got the sun lamp. Nice. Right, two more free times. Dang, I'm a little bit annoyed I've not got other things here, but alas. Go to Old Town. Sorry. It's going to make... We've got the decision for us, actually. So go to... Oh my god, what am I doing? Go to... To-do list. Connections. Teach me chess. Begin. So... Hope you're going to find out what goes on you. Someone's eager to learn. Pretty tricky if you're a kid. Watch Grandpa play before. I've seen him playing with his buddies. Why not get him to teach you instead of me? Don't worry about it. I want to play with you. Alright, let's see what you can do on a go-round. She's going to be a natural. They started playing. The act of teaching you may move pieces with a struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexities. Focus pieces, knock them down one moment. She'll be trying to use the already captured pieces of her own. There we go. I used to play chess with my granddad. A lot. Is this how you want to play? My house, my rules. My mistake, Your Highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. Tendency to move guided by intuition make her very unpredictable. Your turn, Yumes. Who's next? Her assist's already sharp. No hesitation in play either. She's going to catch me off guard. Ooh. The orb is going. Well, it's really good play there. You may end up going pro when you're older. Glad you're having fun. I am. I'm having lots of fun. And because you are. You've been very happy lately. Now that Agnes, Fairy, and Aaron and Rosetta are here. You've got friends. You're on our run, kid. They'll be happy to bow back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs, now seeing the worst. Though I knew what I was getting into, but you spend too long surrounded by nothing but darkness, and you eventually go blind. I think I can thank you enough, kiddo. There we go. No wonder your granddad is crazy about you. It's your turn, Van. Come on. Hey, you punk. This is going to be Victor. I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. That's right, you wanted me to teach her. Sucker for Yumes, can't imagine. No one asked you. 2 on 1. Don't think you're the only one who get us look good in front of Yume. Understand how it'll be. We're gonna get wrecked. Paulette finally came and checking them. Of course she did.
More! Teach me more! I can't wait to play!
A family called Montmartre. And we raised the connection to a maximum stage. We've already got one of those. I swear. But that's nice. Nice. And then we should have one more today, which will be Ferry's one. So, to-do list. This one we can't do because we missed it, but we'll do this. Eastern Star Restaurant Central District. Come to think of it, all of this stuff. So what she wants to eat. I've ordered meat buns. Great, now we can find somewhere to sit and eat these bad boys. And Ferry is talking to all the local children. Where is my mummy? It's okay if you two are going to be fine. Won't be taken to the police station. I'm sure they'll help you. Absolutely. For all we know, Abby and Umi could be there waiting for you two. I know where to find her? Sure, no problem. It's not far away. You might even run into Abby, your parents on the way home. Are they going to be Middle Eastern? Well, you should be happy hanging around here to inspect her like this. Let's go keep an eye on her just in case. Here they are. We're in the Setting District, got a little lost along the way. Stop running off. It's on the way to the police station. Where you go, young lady? Slave for children to be running around alone. Eep. Don't worry about us. I'm just taking these kids to the police station. Creepy man. Whoa, you're really too fast. Had me sweat for a sec. It's good that I didn't go the wrong way. What's the kids doing out here? We're just passing through, so could you let us through? You want to pay the toll? Why should I pay you, Mira? Do you not have any jobs? There's plenty of places where you could earn a living. Well, at least teach her a lesson. Boom. Boom. What the shit? The coin buster came out. Do you still want to fight, or do you want to come with me to the police station? We're good. We're working tomorrow, working real hard. Of course. Are you okay? You beat them in a flash. Had some help there too. There we go, fans here. Prison's just over there, why don't we go find your parents? Kids open arms, waving the things. Varian showed you thank yous and made their way out. Certainly did. Thanks for that, Van. You told the parents to come to the station, didn't you? Don't know what you're talking about there. How about you, though? Never pegged you as the type to take initiative. I can't leave them alone. Oh, you saying something? You've got a brother and a sister. I am a big sister, though. My sister's 10 and my other one's 8. Your mum would pop and get busy. Must be hectic around there. Sometimes I would sneak a peek in the tribal meetings. I was training and helping out. I'm slacking. I'm doing everything for my job. Don't worry about it. I know you are. Hope you're all able to leave the nest. Yeah. Older brother's left a few years ago himself. Only come back to visit once a year. He's all by himself now. I want to grow up to be like him, so further there's something I gotta do. I'm guessing we might meet these people at some point. He could have lent that strength to the tribe and helped us go back home. I think Abby knows he gave permission to leave. I wish he would tell me. Well, maybe he has his reasons. Maybe when we're all grown up he can tell me. Long before I can call myself a warrior. There we go. That's the spirit. She's more responsive than I gave her credit for. Something wrong there? Nah, nothing. Anyway, I got these meat buns from the restaurant. Sounds very nice.
May Arusha grant you her protection, Van.
Connection stage went up. Sharpshooter. Nice. And connection level 4. Leader of Hope. Strength plus 10. These are very, very, very handy. But that is going to be, I believe, the end of our little episode. So, if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time, where we head to grand old Switzerland. Peace and love.